Ugh.
Didn't get it. I got it.
Welcome to Forever Talking, where we talk nothing forever. My name is Ian Moore, my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas. And on today's episode, it's fight week, Nick.
I know.
It's it's fight week.
Can't wait for the UFC this weekend.
Fuck that card.
I
The prime card, bitch.
know.
KSI, Tommy Fury, Logan Paul, Dillon, Danis, Salt Poppy, Slim, Dean the Great versus Wild Sharks. King Kenny, Anthony Taylor. A lot of bangers on this one.
Hopefully you got the card right.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
Except I don't think one of those is going to be a banger, but we'll get into it.
Oh, my nose is fucking running.
We
Again.
know.
Like it is every fucking morning, like clockwork. Oh my god.
Wait, who won the football game last night? Because I watched like the first half and then went to sleep.
Raiders.
Oh, damn.
Packers looked like dog shit.
Yeah.
Um like hard dog shit.
Oof.
Diamond Daylight.
It was a
Yeah.
weird week in football, you know. The shitty teams actually looked decent.
It was odd. It
You
was
had
odd.
Chicago Bears winning. That's rare. And then we had Jiff winning in our fantasy football league. That's rare. So
It's
hopefully we
unprecedented.
hopefully we get back to normal.
Fucking James. By the way, he offered me like a bet, like a pretty decent trade, right? Um, and I turned it down because it was Jamar Chase for three players, and I was like, all right, but like,
That works in real life. It does not work in fantasy football.
yeah, but I was like, I'm not risking Jamar Chase getting hot, and then I won't have him anymore. Which he then dropped a fifth fucking 50 bomb.
I was aware. I was watching. I was like, really? You picked this week to go off? What about next week? Or the week before?
uh, well, I'm
Yeah.
just I'm built different, Nick. I walk into these things and I'm prepared to win. That's all I could say.
I thought it was funny though, because I usually root for your team if it's not mine. And I forgot what one of your players you had. And I was like, oh, good. Ian's doing good. And I was like, oh, wait a second. He's playing me.
Yeah.
So I
God
was like,
damn
oh,
it.
I was like, fuck.
Son of a I had no right winning that game. If Jamar Chase didn't do what Jamar Chase did, I would have no fucking right.
I didn't have my like top two wide receivers, so I knew it was gonna be a
Yeah.
rough week.
But like fucking I'm sitting there and I'm like driving home from school and I'm on Twitter and I'm like reading a rant that somebody had about like fucking the Packers not being able to get their starters on the field for any game thus far. And I was like, what are you talking about? They have all their starters tonight. And then I kept scrolling and it's like, Aaron Jones is not expected to play tonight. And I was like,
Fuck. In the
like,
first,
what the fuck, dude?
I think in the first half, Christian Watson only had like 1 point, so I was like doing decent.
Yeah, I was fucked. I was like looking at it and I was like, dude, you've got to be shitting me.
Just throw him the ball.
Just give him the ball. And then like Jordan Love was not good last night. I mean, but also like it's hard to blame him because he can't get any of his fucking weapons on the field at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So
consistently too.
dude's a rookie quarterback. He's on his sixth start in the fucking as a starter in the NFL, and you can't like Aaron Jones. He played like he was cleared to play last week, and now he can't play.
Yeah, what happened?
Guess he had a setback in practice. I don't know. Christian Watson. Fuck it. These guys are out for a month because they pulled a hammy. Really? Really, like, help the fucking kid. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway,
We can get back to the card. I just wanted to.
I say we knock out our NFL predictions, and then we just move right on into the prime card.
Yeah, so we can talk about that.
Okay, okay, okay. And by the prime card, I mean the UFC card.
Yeah, no. Actually, no. Let's see
UFC
the
Fight
main
Night.
event. Barboza versus some fuck, I forgot the other guy.
Who gives a shit? Is it week 6? It's week 6, right?
Yeah.
Starting off hot, we're gonna have our week 6 predictions of the NFL. Kicking it off, we got Thursday night football between the Broncos and the Chiefs. Go ahead and give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs plus the refs. Don't forget them in there.
Yep. Give me the Zebras in that game. Ravens versus Titans. Give me the Titans.
Titans.
Panthers versus the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Saints versus the Texans. Give me CJ Stroud and the Texans.
Saints.
Commanders versus the Falcons. Give me the Commanders.
Commanders.
Colts versus the Jags. Give me the Jags.
Colts.
The Seattle Seahawks versus the Bengals. Got to be the Bengals.
Seahawks.
Vikings versus the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Vikings.
49ers versus the Browns. Is this even a question?
I'm going with Browns.
You're out of your mind. Give me the 49ers. Patriots versus the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. Lions versus the Buccaneers. Give me the Lions.
Lions.
The Cardinals versus the Rams. Give me the Rams.
Rams.
Eagles versus the Jets. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
New York Giants versus the Bills. Give me the Bills.
Bills.
And then Monday Night Football. Cowboys versus the Chargers. Give me the Cowboys.
Chargers. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah. And I don't work this weekend, so we can actually watch the fucking games on Sunday if we want to.
All right.
Yeah, now I can actually enjoy the fucking game and not be exhausted for once in my goddamn life. Except unfortunately the Bengals are playing at noon, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But the Jets are playing at 3:25, so that's kind of fun.
Who are they playing?
Eagles.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts and their
yeah, so it will be fun until it's not fun anymore. Which will be pretty quickly because it's the fucking Eagles. Anyways, Nick, we got the prime card.
I know, I'm excited.
It's fucking fight week. So I'm thinking how to organize our predictions in a way that I can make them into clips. So I'm thinking we talk about each fight, at least the big ones individually. And then for the KSI and the Logan, the Salt Poppy, I can get clips for those, why I think we're going to win. But I think for one section, we should just go through the entire card and say,
you want to do that first?
This is who's going to win. I mean, we can.
Yeah. Or we can do that later.
I mean, let's do it now.
All right.
Let's knock it out now, and then we can talk about why. Okay? So, and you're not going to know a lot of the fights on here. There are 2 of them. You're probably not going to know. 3 of them.
I'm going to be honest. I still can't remember Dean the Great versus Wally. I've seen them 50 times, but it just doesn't register.
Yeah, they're there all the time.
I know. We literally watched a tag team.
I mean, literally constantly. They're there. I would say every card we watched, they participated.
I just can't remember them.
Unfucking believable. This weekend, it's fight week. Prime card, KSI, Tommy Fury, Logan Paul, Dillon, Danis. Rapid fire. These are our predictions of who's going to win every fight on the prime card. And then we're going to be talking about why we think each one of those people are going to be winning. So it's going to be the preliminary card starting off hot. We got Chase Demore versus Tempo Arts for the Misfits Heavyweight Championship. Give me Tempo Arts.
Tempo Arts.
SX versus DDG. Give me SX.
SX.
Astrid Wet versus Alexa Grace. Give me Astrid Wet.
Wet.
Swarms versus Ryan Taylor, rematch of the century. Give me Swarms.
Ryan Taylor.
Alex Wasabi LMAO, and Nick LMAO versus Los Pineda Coladas, which is the team of Luis Alcaraz Pineda, and B Dave versus Alex Wasabi and Nick LMAO. Give me Wasabi and Nick LMAO.
I'm going with Pineda.
Whindersson Nunes versus my mate Nate. Give me Whindersson Nunes.
Nunes.
King Kenny versus Anthony Taylor. Give me King Kenny.
King Kenny.
Dean the Great versus Walled Sharks. Give me Walled Sharks.
Dean the Great.
Salt Poppy versus Slyn. Give me. I don't know this one.
I'm going with Slim.
Give me Salt Poppy. Logan Paul versus Dillon Danis. Give me Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
And then KSI versus Tommy Fury. The biggest fight of the night.
Banger.
The banger. The biggest fight in recent history of crossover boxing. The future of crossover boxing is in the hands of this fight. KSI versus Tommy Fury. Give me KSI.
Tommy Fury. Oh, man. That fight, stylistically, is going to be awesome.
The stakes are huge. They've never been bigger. Ever since we've hopped on this show and we start doing our predictions of crossover boxing, the stakes have never been higher. The risk has never been higher than it is this Saturday. And every fight slaps on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
They outdid themselves with this card. So, I mean, this is insane. I don't think we should talk. I mean, we're not going to talk about the fights that, like, clearly you don't know very well.
Yeah.
Like Chase Moore versus Tempo Arts. Like, Tempo Arts is just a massive dude who can fucking throw bombs.
I also just don't like Chase Moore.
And Chase Moore I don't like him either, and he's a massive dude that can't punch at all. So
I don't know him personally, but he seems like an asshole and a douche. But I don't know him personally.
Is it because he punched an unconscious man on the floor?
And then celebrated with Izzy's arrow? Yeah. And then his other fight of just not letting go of him. It's a lot of things with him.
Yeah, kind of annoying. SX versus DDG. We don't have to talk about that one. Astrid Wet. We love us some Astrid.
Wet.
Swarms versus Ryan Taylor. I mean, Swarms has been insane recently.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. And Ryan Taylor hasn't. So, like, we're actually going to be meeting up to watch the prelims of this card because there's fights on here to give a fuck about. So, yeah. That's insane. So, yeah, I mean, like, for the Storms and Ryan Taylor thing, that could go either way.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan's just a lot bigger than Swarms is. So I get why, but also, like, Swarms has been really good technically as a boxer. It has been active recently where Ryan has not been. And he wasn't that skilled to begin with.
Yeah, I just think he knows how to take a lot of hits, Ryan Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, he knows how to get the shit kicked. Yeah, so I got it being like a split decision or a unanimous decision. Swarms. I don't think it's going to be a knockout. Like, no. But I would think Ryan has to knock out Swarms in order to win that fight.
Yeah,
like there's no other way. Anyways. First fight of the main card. It's the tag team bout. Pineda and B. Dave versus Wasabi and LMAO. Here's why I chose Wasabi and Nick LMAO to win this fight. Pineda is obviously the most skilled fighter out of all of them, right? But the issue is that Nick and Alex both would beat the fuck out of B Dave.
Yeah.
Easily too. Like they would easily dog walk him. And if Wasabi LMAO win this tag team fight, that sets up Deji versus Alex Wasabi too. And that's a Misfits main event waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that. With that being said, like is Pineda better than Nick LMAO? You don't remember Nick?
No, I have no idea. I'm trying to. No, he's pretty good. That's what I'm trying to think.
Nick is good.
I know
I mean, he went toe to toe with Jay Swingler.
he beat him. I remember.
Well, Jay won.
But yeah, no. But like,
Should have. I mean, Nick should have won, right?
but Pineda's looked really good. Besides for the KSI fight, he's looked really good. So
Yeah, he got that confidence. I
he also,
mean, if Pineda's better than Wasabi and Nick at the same time, then
yeah,
they'll win. But if he's not better than both of them and B Dave loses to both of them, that's a long night. I mean, B
yeah,
Dave's just gonna get fucking mollycocked.
yeah.
So that's why I picked them. Whindersson Nunes versus my mate Nate. Both guys in the Kingpin tournament got fucking shafted by King Kenny. Like hard. I would say like my mate Nate was knocked out, but I would say that Nunes suffered the more embarrassing loss. I mean, he got fucking. I
Yeah.
mean, for 5 or 6 rounds, he got the shit kicked out of him. It was a hard watch. I mean, he like. I don't know if you ever watched that fight back on YouTube yet.
I did. King Kenny just like controlled the whole fight.
He beat the fuck out of him. Rough night. And King Kenny looks great. I mean, the like his skill level has jumped leaps and bounds in the last year. And when he fights more aggressively and just stick it instead of just sticking behind his jab,
He's
class.
good.
Um, and that's because of his brother, who's his trainer, who's also Deji's trainer, who has made them both look like the most tactically skilled boxers in the scene. And Nunes is bigger than my mate Nate. He's got better hands than my mate Nate. It doesn't look like he wants it as bad, but he's here. You know, he's on the card. So
You got to bring in Brazil.
is it interesting that he's the second, like he's only the second fight on the card when he's the third highest drawing power?
Yeah.
But the fights above it are storyline fights. So, you know, I get it. I understand the concept. But Whinderson's got hands. We've seen Whindersson fight.
He was good his first fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's got hands, and my mate Nate, dude's a dog. But you know, we're gonna take Whindersson.
Yeah.
King Kenny versus Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor, obviously coming off the back end, beating Salt Poppy.
They both beat the hype trains.
Huh?
They both beat the hype trains. You know, Nunes had a lot of hype. Salt Poppy had a lot of hype.
Yep. Anthony Taylor walking in there, beating Salt Poppy in a 3-round clinch classic. And then cried whenever he won. So that was, you know, embarrassing because Anthony's the pro fighter, but whatever. King Kenny. By the way, I love Anthony Taylor. So, dude, fucking mollywop Dillon Danis. Love him. And
Oh,
Anthony is like extremely loyal and awesome. So Anthony Taylor's cool in my book. King Kenny, like we just said, dude's dog. Long ass arms, super tall, sticks behind the jab. If he's not sticking behind the jab, he is just beating the shit out of you.
he's a lot bigger than Anthony Taylor, right?
He's gonna be a lot taller. Yeah.
That one,
And Anthony Taylor seems to struggle against people who are taller and have a really long reach. But Anthony Taylor likes to get inside and fight. But Kenny can just kind of stick behind that jab if he wants to.
yeah,
Just kind of pop that thing out all night. So he's not going to knock him out. I mean, because Anthony Taylor just doesn't get knocked out. He fought, 9-0 pro boxer Idris Virgo on a Misfits card not long ago. Got the shit kicked out of him, but he didn't get knocked out. I don't think he's ever been knocked out. So I think Kenny's going to win by points.
yeah. I think he's gonna hit him a lot with the jab.
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a banger fight.
I feel like Anthony Taylor has the power advantage.
Maybe, but he doesn't knock anybody out really.
Yeah.
He knocked out Ashley. He was the guy who dropped Ashley Raksu in the first minute, or not minute, 2 seconds of the fight. Literally they walked across the ring and then he dropped him.
I'm trying to think. I remember there was a fight where that happened twice. Was that him?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And Ashley Raksu went on to beat King Kenny, which was that one that Kenny should have won. But Anthony Taylor, he's a good fighter. But I think Kenny, if he just uses his attributes, will be just fine.
I think he's going to destroy him with the jab, throw it a couple times.
He should.
Double it up, triple it up.
He should. Pop that thing out there. Just all night. Every time he gets close. Pop.
Anthony Taylor's head is going to be
good. Like a bobblehead. Fucking bop, 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 uppercut, bop, bop, bop. Just keep popping that fucking thing out there. Keep his little peekaboo style away. Don't let him get close. Just pop, pop, pop. Just fuck him. Just pop, pop, pop him. Dean the Great, Wild Sharks 2. This one's a slap. Slap. One of the greatest fights in Misfits history, and you can't remember it.
Yeah, I just can't remember
him. It's unbelievable.
When was their first fight? That was early on, though, right?
Misfits 3.
Oh.
A while ago. It was a slap. It was 2 rounds. Dean got dropped twice or 3 times. Jacob was at our house watching with us.
Oh.
And then Dean popped up and just fucking punched Walid square in the fucking mouth. And after getting beat up the entire fight and won. That's crazy. You guys start doing your research.
I got my research for the last 2.
Yeah. That was your focus. You're more of a main event type of guy.
Yeah, for this stuff. Even though we got all the fights here are main event worthy, so on a different card.
Yeah. Listen, I picked Walid because Walid was winning the majority of the last fight, and Dean, threw a fucking insane punch and knocked out Walid. But if that punch doesn't come, it's a long fucking night. So Walid just doesn't have to get one hitter fucking quittered to win it, and he'll be fine. He's the more skilled boxer than Dean, and
yeah,
the Dean championship era is over. We need a new champion. We need to spice this up. And if Walid wins, then we can do the 3rd fight. And it'll be fun.
Trilogy.
Everybody loves a trilogy.
Yeah.
Salt Poppy. Slim.
Ooh, this one's gonna be good.
Banger. They're going to be fighting at 165. Salt Poppy's got abs now. Slim, usually fighting in the 170s, moving down to his more natural weight class. Salt Poppy usually fighting in the 180s ish, I think. Dropping 15, 20 pounds to get to 165. Probably the better shape for him.
Yeah.
Like I said, Salt Poppy coming off a loss. Rough loss to Anthony Taylor. Kind of derailed the hype train a little bit.
Oh, it
Salt.
definitely did.
Oh, yeah. Salt Poppy or Slim. His last fight was a while ago. He beat. It was a Tom Zanetti fight. Misfits 4.
That long ago?
I think so.
Damn.
A while ago. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty certain. So last time Slim fought, he went to war with Tom Zanetti in a great fight. But a lot of that could be attributed to Slim not being able to knock anybody out at that weight class because everybody's so much heavier than him.
Yeah, I remember him saying he wanted to go back down.
Yeah, and Slim obviously having a chin because he's getting hit by these guys and not getting knocked out by him. And I'm sure Slim hits really fucking hard. But from a skill level, Salt Poppy's a counterpuncher. What he did to Josh Bruckner is no small feat.
He made us look like douches.
I mean, what he did to Josh, what fucking Salt Poppy did is insane. The accuracy of that counterpunch was unbelievable. And
I forgot he fought him.
And leveled him.
Yeah, but I gotta switch my pick. I gotta switch my pick.
Fucking leveled him. Now, Slim is 7-0 or 6-0. He fought a couple nobodies on like whatever crossover boxing first started, and then there was multiple cards before Misfits was ever a thing. Salt Poppy fought in, I believe, Dubai a lot. He fought a couple nobodies, right? Then Misfits came around. He fought Phase Temper, knocked out Phase Temper in 2 rounds. KSI did it in 1. He then fought Ryan Taylor in a bloodbath. That was like the bloodiest fight in Misfits history. Won that one, but knocked down Ryan Taylor by throwing a bomb. And then Tom Zanetti, which that was probably his most even fight that he's had. Kind of got the shit kicked out of him, but did enough to scrape by. Salt Poppy. First fight was years ago versus Hollaham. Beat him. Then he fought somebody else on the first Misfits card. I can't remember the poor guy's name. Knocked him out within the first 3 seconds of the fight.
Great combo. I remember.
Then they scheduled him to fight Josh Bruckner, and we came on the show and we were like, I mean, there's no fucking way. I mean, there's
what a dude. He was bigger, more in shape, more experienced.
By far more experienced. Like,
and it didn't matter.
Nope. He walked out there and fucking cold cocked him with the Conor McGregor left hand combo. Moved across his body, fucking popped him as he was coming in. Speed. I mean, insane speed. He overthrows the left hand like Conor does. He's a counter puncher.
Yeah.
He's going to keep that right hand out. He's going to wait for you to get a little too close, and then that left hand's going to be
Boom.
on your fucking chin before you even know it's there. This stylistically is there, and storyline wise, as far as the rankings, this is a fight that should have happened.
Yeah.
This makes sense. Now, it would have been better if Salt Poppy didn't lose to Anthony Taylor, but he only lost to Anthony Taylor because it was a 3-round fight. Stupid mistake on Salt Poppy's fault. He said that already. And that 3-round fight allowed Anthony Taylor just to hug him and
Anthony
throw
Taylor, he destroyed him, I'm pretty sure. And
he
he landed that right hand a lot.
yeah, it was an output thing. He got close and he threw a couple overhands and
It would hit.
and they hit and then he just grabbed him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of Anthony Taylor's thing. So I mean, Salt was never bothered by the punches, but hypothetically, yeah, he was kind of getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
But
Like
it was
it
like,
wasn't a close fight.
yeah, but it was like never like, oh, he's gonna lose. I think if that fight goes on a couple more rounds, Salt figures it out. I think potentially. Am I gonna come on here? Are we gonna come on here again and say Salt Poppy's gonna lose? I said he was gonna win, right? Didn't I say that?
Yeah, I said he was gonna lose, but Slim's good too, so like
So, I think Slim.
but he might not have fought anyone, so
I think Slim's a brawler.
yeah.
I think Slim is not that great technically wise. Everybody says he is. I watch him and I'm like, he's just in there throwing bombs.
Yeah.
He's got a chin.
I definitely think Salt Poppy will drop him.
At that weight class, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
The question is, can Salt Poppy still hit as hard as he does at that weight?
I think he will because he's kind of a little big at the
He was
other
a
one.
big guy, and now this is more his natural fight weight. He's had a couple of months off. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. So he can't rely on the counter punch game
Yeah.
because Slim's too long and lanky, and you won't be able to reach him. You have to be the aggressor. How do you do that? You high guard in, and you just fucking you go in there and you just throw.
I think it's going to be a close fight.
I think it's a banger.
But then again, wasn't Josh Bruckner a lot bigger?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he was a lot bigger. He didn't have the arm span of Slim.
Okay. Yeah.
Josh was taller and
More muscular, but
more
yeah.
muscular and was more experienced. One thing I'll say though is people over or people underrate Salt Poppy's defense. Because that's Salt in the Josh Bruckner fight, he high guarded and Josh couldn't hit him at all.
Yeah.
And every time Josh backed up, Salt was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, and then
I remember that. I remember he was shit talking. We're like, dude, you better be careful.
he was shit talking him the entire fight, and you and I were sitting there like, "Man, he's got to be careful, else who knows what's gonna happen." And then
he knocked him down and
hit him so fucking hard that he didn't want to get back up.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since.
We haven't. That's true. We haven't seen Josh since. He hit him he literally he didn't knock out Josh. You could see Josh was awake, but he hit him so fucking hard. Yeah. He hit him so fucking hard. He was like, "Oh no.
Yeah, we're done.
Long day. It's over." So He's so because Slim is so lanky, he's not going to be able to beat him on points. It has to be Saul probably would have to beat him on a knockout.
Or I think the early rounds will be Slim, but then how many rounds is it?
I don't know. Oh wait, actually I do. Hold on.
Hopefully, hopefully it's
5.
at least good. I was gonna say hopefully it's at least 4. So I feel like the first 1 or 2, but then he's got to clip him, and then I think that will change the whole fight.
Yeah, he has to land for sure. He's got to land it. He's got to land one down the pipe, 100%. So yeah, give me Saul Poppy. It's redemption time, and Slim's got to lose.
Yeah, I'm switching mine. I'm gonna go with Saul Poppy.
It's too late.
I know it's too late for the clip, but I don't care about that shit.
You can't. You made your fucking your.
Fine, I'll go with Slim. It's such a close fight.
No, go Saul Poppy. It's fine.
I really don't care.
We're rooting for Saul Poppy. We want Saul Poppy to win. I mean, I'm rooting for everybody on this card. It's such a fucking.
I don't really care. I don't care who wins.
Why?
I just want a good fight.
I don't know what you do if they win. I mean, like, whoever wins this fight's probably fighting. They're doing a Brazil card next. They're doing a Brazil, like the Brazil card is the one that they're talking about next. I don't know if it's immediately following this one, but it's like the next big one. So that one's obviously going to be headlined by Whindersson Nunes. Obviously.
Saul Poppy versus Nunes. That one seems awesome.
Give it to me. Give me that one. Or give me Whindersson Nunes versus fucking Anderson Silva. Banger. Banger, banger, banger.
You think they could get him?
Well, they can get his son. They can get his son pretty easily.
Yeah.
They can definitely get well, not definitely, but there's a lot of rumors circulating that Jose Aldo could be on one of these bad boys.
Oh, really?
And would be fighting the winner of Dean versus Wallet in the Brazil card.
They really want to fight him?
It's a boxing match.
Aldo's so quick though. I guess he's older now though.
Yeah, but he's 105. So, I think it balances out. I'm playing. That'll be a tough fight. But I mean, it'd be cool to see. It'd be cool to see for sure. But yeah, give me Whindersson. I mean, if Whindersson loses to my mate Nate, that's rough. But if he has to win. If he beats my mate Nate, I mean the Brazil card in the main event versus Saul Poppy or Slim, that just writes itself. Payday for everybody involved. I mean, that's insane. So that's a banger. You ready? Because we're on to the main events.
One of them's yeah.
We're on to the main events. Logan Paul. Dillon Danis. Dillon is in London, or he's in Manchester. So looks like he's going through with it.
But you know what? I was against it at first, but the lawsuit Logan Paul put on him? I feel like that was almost a good thing because I think he has to show up to fight now because he needs the money.
That's true. I think it's a really bitch move.
Oh, yeah. But
and I think that's like, I don't know the extent to the lawsuit. They keep saying like federal crime stuff. And, but if it's simply a lawsuit based on Dillon sharing public photos, and Dillon's a piece of shit. Like, total fucking scumbag for doing it, right? But like I'm not like I know Logan Paul. I fucking do not. I think Logan Paul has made an ass of himself the last 6 months.
He's a sellout.
And I have not. By the way, I saw they said that Prime is worth $10 billion.
I'm not. That's a lot, but I'm not surprised.
Fucking incredible.
But
10 billion?
I'm not surprised. I think they have taken over so quick. It's everywhere, dude.
It's everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. They're the fastest growing drink of all time.
Like if you went 2 years ago, you'd be like, "What the hell is Prime?" And it was nowhere.
It's you can literally buy it at the gas station now.
I was about to say, you walk in the gas station, they have their own little section now.
It's
Everywhere
insane. 10 billion. KSI and Logan Paul are billionaires.
because of fucking an energy drink.
That's insane. Anyway, so I'm no like Logan Paul's made it, and I'm kind of sick of Logan right now. And Dillon is a giant fucking piece of shit. I have been nothing but clear about that. I felt like since the start. Um, so it's like, whoever wins this fight,
Is it really that hard to know who's gonna win?
who knows? Maybe Dillon walks in there and he's got fucking insane hands. He doesn't, but maybe he does.
Have you
So
seen Barn videos?
yeah, rough shape. Long day. But like the lawsuit's wild. Like if it's just for like public defamation,
Yeah, that's stupid.
that's crazy. That's insane. Do it after the fight.
No, but like, I don't think he would have showed up to the fight if it wasn't for that.
Because he wouldn't be able to pay for the suit.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe.
because he's got
I
to pay his lawyer now and everything.
Yeah, I mean hypothetically, if that was the strategic move, it was a good move.
Yeah, but it's a bitch move.
But
But
it's a bitch move. It makes you look like a bitch. Um, like in the eyes of the fight world, everybody says it makes you look like a bitch
oh
because you're
yeah,
supposed to be like tough guys. You're just talking shit. Um, yeah, he shared pictures of your wife,
they were already there,
but they
and
were already there,
it's got a lot more views.
and it's selling the pay per view.
Oh
And sure, it's a dick move, and it's not morally right, but he's doing it to sell the pay per view, and that kind of sucks for Nina. And I get it, and I understand. And but like, if the lawsuit was like Logan's way of like, well, like Logan's not the one who's technically suing him; it's technically Nina.
yeah,
But if the lawsuit is like a way of like promoting the fight, and then they're just gonna drop it whenever the fight ends, eh, you know,
they already had enough hype behind the fight.
you could just say like we're looking into options, but I don't even because like just it doesn't. It's not a good look. Like I'm just trying to say that what Dillon did is a terrible look and it's shitty, but what Logan did is also not a good look as far as like
Even worse.
tough guy status.
Yeah,
So, and Logan could beat the fuck out of me. Like I'm not like coming
Logan,
on.
Logan, Logan's a big. He can beat the fuck out of most people.
Yeah, Logan's a fucking big guy, and like whenever this fight was rumored initially, it was back when like people were kind of rooting for Logan.
Yeah,
Um, and like I said, he managed to fuck that up. That's not on me. That's on you. You scammed people for millions of dollars.
and I think Dillon Danis also posting the pictures. A lot of people thought that was funny.
I think a lot of people thought that was funny, and it only came at a time when Logan looked his worst.
Yeah,
So, I mean, people have to have something to grab onto. But make no mistake, Dillon Danis is a giant piece of shit.
yeah.
He's a giant scammer too. And again, Dillon could choke me out and break my leg any day of the week if he wants to. But let's be honest, a little wild. Um, Dillon, jiu-jitsu black belt, Conor McGregor sparring partner. Hasn't fought in years. Torn ACL, had to get surgery. Surgery went wrong, had to get a resurgery. was scheduled to fight KSI, pulled out of the KSI fight. Logan Paul fought JJ twice, tied one, lost one. Won 8 rounds of Floyd Mayweather. Probably won 2 rounds. Incredibly athletic. Bigger than he's ever been.
He's fucking huge.
He looks really big. And I get it, they're doing the drug testing and is he on steroids?
He could be.
I never thought that he was like a while ago. And I'm not just saying this because he's been acting like a dick recently,
He's gotten a lot bigger.
but he looks a lot bigger. Like a lot bigger.
Yeah. Like muscular wise.
And it's kind of weird. It's a little, you know. I mean, he's been working out a lot for wrestling, and you know, but steroids are not uncommon these days.
No.
Most athletes, I would say, do steroids.
I'll say certain. Well, there's a lot of
certain sports, like a lot of people in WWE do steroids.
Oh yeah, that's kind of the whole point, though. You watch big guys
yeah, like fucking like Dwayne Johnson has been on roids for. You don't look bigger at 50. All right, that's just not a thing. But like, I don't think I think a lot of people are on roids in WWE. I think a lot of athletes do roids, especially just because like the stigma isn't as bad as it used to be, but it's still cheating.
Yeah,
it's cheating. There's drug testing for this fight, but I mean, they're like people are saying that he could have done a cycle before the drug testing scheduled or something. I don't think Logan's a cheater.
No.
As far as this boxing match. Scammer. Yes. Of millions. Millions, by the way. He's a billionaire who scammed people for millions. I don't think he's walking into this thing thinking, hey, I'm going to do roids so I can beat Dillon Danis. I don't think that's
I don't think he needs to do roids. I think he's going to kill him.
Yeah, I don't think it's not like I don't think it's a John Jones situation where he's like, I'm gonna do a cycle here to get me a leg up in this bad boy.
Yeah,
I don't think Logan's like, I need to do a cycle so I have a leg up fighting Dillon.
Yeah.
This fight is a lot of bad blood. I mean, when Dillon talks about Logan's fiance and the way that he has, any man's gonna come out there, and he hasn't been able to get his hands on him. Now he is. Maybe Dillon is better at striking than we think.
I hope his sparring videos are just videos, you know.
I hope so too, for his sake. Now, Logan's got things in his game that needs work on, but strictly from an athletic prowess, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna knock Dillon out. But I have Logan Paul beating Dillon Danis via referee stoppage or TKO in round 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go in there and he's gonna hit him. I think he's gonna be able to hit him so easily.
I think he's gonna hit him a lot. Dillon will get inside and he'll throw slappy body shots and he's gonna try to make it a clinch fest and just try and outlast Logan. It's an interesting strategy But if you repeatedly, but like Dillon leaves himself to get hit a lot. So Logan just needs to be a lot more active and on the front foot than he normally is.
Yeah, and this isn't MMA where if you do get hit and like you get dazed, you can't grab onto him. Like you can't go to the leg. That's gonna be interesting.
Would not put it past Dillon to do that though.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's a whole nother fucking topic.
yeah, I
You
would.
think he'll make him?
Uh,
I think he could. I could see
you
him being pissed off about the lawsuit and fucking putting them in like a submission of some type.
fucking Christ! I wish people would stop texting this fucking group chat. Uh, I would not put it past Dillon Danis to do that. No, I think that's very that's a likely scenario. I mean, not likely, but it's not unlikely. He could definitely do that if he wanted to.
I don't think he was planning on fighting him. So I think the lawsuit, like we said, brought him in. So I don't know. This is gonna be interesting.
I mean, I predicted months ago whenever this got announced that he was going to pull out.
I think he
Uh,
was going, but like the lawsuit, he's like, "Fuck, I can't now because of payments." So like, I
yeah,
think he's gonna get fucked. I don't even think he had a training camp fully.
I think yeah, Logan should win this.
He shouldn't just win. He should kill him. If he wants to call himself the best boxer, you know,
Yeah, you
yeah,
had to beat this guy who is
yeah, oh, yeah,
supposed to be a KSI stepping stone.
yeah. Because KSI and Jake would both they would kill it.
Probably. Yeah. But I mean, hey, listen, I think that we can't judge Dillon too harshly on his boxing ability because you've never seen him box.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, we've seen training clips and we've seen him fight in a cage, but those were years ago. So maybe Dillon is a lot better than we think, but
I hope
based
so.
on the knowledge of what we have seen recently, this should not be close
Yeah,
at all. Not even a little bit. I need to clean my computer. I just realized how dirty my fucking computer is.
that's
Um,
an easy clean though.
yeah. Uh, fucking group chat. I had a project due on Thursday. It's exhausting. I have a busy week ahead of me, but I'm just trying to get to the fucking Thursday night because I'm off all weekend. Anyways, here
Let's
it
get to the big
is.
one. This one's big.
Uh, big from a competitive standpoint or big from the stakes have never been higher, the story's never been higher.
Everything, dude.
This is bigger than Jake versus Tommy,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
stakes are higher, certainly.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Because if JJ loses, that Jake Paul fight's still there. But it's better, but crossover boxing suffers
well,
if
then
JJ loses
it
this fight.
it makes Tommy Fury the king of crossover boxing, and that's a bad look.
It's a bad look. It's gross. We hate it. Where do I begin?
Well, you said you think KSI will win.
I He has to. He 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 simply has to win. Um, where to start? Tommy Fury. He is 9-0, I think. Um, his most notable wins are he beat the shit out of Anthony Taylor via combinations before Anthony Taylor was a guy, and he beat Jake Paul. Every other fight was an unranked or was a it was a he was fighting guys who were 2-17 fucking
Shitters.
he was fighting my fucking I mean, I can hear my Amazon package being delivered outside. I think he beat the shit out of that poor guy once. Um,
He fought a rapper once, I remember.
he did.
Yeah, I think it was like the first time we watched him or whatever.
I think that
He
was
fought
Joe
like a rap.
Fournier. That was Joe Fournier.
Oh, Joe Fournier fought a rapper.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought Tommy Fury fought a rapper.
it's highly likely. He's fought rappers, Amazon delivery drivers, Deerberg's employees. You
Now
know,
he might train with real boxers, but he hasn't fought any real boxers for the most part.
like Vidal Riley would kill this guy. Idris Virgo would kill this guy. Tommy, big fucking dude, young. He's like 24. Super long arms, obviously in the Fury family. They don't lose a lot of fights. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
Great jab. Throws combinations and bunches. But is he as good as we think as people
he's a
think he is?
he's a good technical boxer, from what I remember. But then again, I watched that fight. When was the Jake Paul fight?
December, right? December last year?
Yeah, so I watched it then. I haven't
Or
rewatched it.
February. It was February.
Still, that's like
Listen, everybody talks about how great of a technical boxer Tommy is. I urge you to go back and watch that fight.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I haven't rewatched it, and that's when you can really focus. Because when you watch it live, you always try to think who's winning and everything.
Let me go on to KSI and then we'll talk about Tommy a little bit more. Tommy or KSI beat Logan twice or beat Logan once. Probably should have beat him twice. They had the draw in the first one, whatever. Um, Came back, was gonna fight Alex Wasabi. Alex pulled out, fought Pineda, fought Swarms. Pineda turned out to being a lot better than we thought he was. Swarms was never fought in his life, so that's not an accomplishment. Um, was then scheduled to fight, I believe Dillon was next. Was then scheduled to fight Dillon Danis. Dillon pulls out. He then fights Temper instead.
Destroys them.
Knocks him out comfortably. Then fights Joe Fournier. Kind of beating the shit out of him. Throws the elbow, which is unfortunate. We know how that fight was going to end either way.
Yeah.
Right? Joe did land a punch on JJ, though. That's something that nobody talks about, but maybe JJ just was not respecting Joe Fournier in any kind of way.
I mean, but that's going to happen. Everyone gets hit.
Bit of a jump in competition, I would say.
Yes, fucking leap.
Bit of a leap and bound. I would say this. KSI has to beat Tommy Fury in order for the crossover boxing scene to continue to thrive. It won't die if he loses, but it's going to take a hit. I have to trust the KSI's team and their confidence in why they think JJ can beat Tommy is warranted. Tommy is a great combination puncher. He has a great jab. JJ is very unorthodox. He's super explosive and strong. His technique is not the best. But then again, they don't train him for that. The question is, and I texted you this before, the winner of KSI versus Tommy Fury is the first person who makes the other person take a step backwards. Whoever steps backwards in this fight is going to lose.
It's going to be Tommy. Tommy's going to take the first step back.
Tommy did not fight on the back foot when he fought Jake.
Yeah, but Jake's different.
Styles make fights. That's exactly right. Jake is different. And Jake, you and I have openly admitted that Jake is a better technical boxer than JJ is.
Yeah.
That's not a debate. We're not coming on here and saying that's a debate. But we're saying that styles make fights. Tommy Fury, the way he beat Jake Paul was the same way. You can literally go look at episode like 3 or 4 of our podcast, like a year ago, whenever Jake versus Tommy got canceled the first time. And I said that Tommy Fury gives Jake Paul problems because Jake shells up and combinations are being thrown at him.
Yeah.
And the only way Jake would have a chance of winning is if he does what he does. He plants in the back foot and he throws the overhand right, because Tommy is, and I get that he beat Jake Paul, not nearly as good as as people think he is. He's a 9-0 boxer. He's not fucking Canelo.
No.
He's not Vidal Riley. He fought nobody until Jake. Sorta. Jake landed that overhand right multiple times in that fight. True or false?
I don't remember. I remember at least 3.
He landed at least 3 of them. And Jake took rounds off of Tommy. People don't remember that either.
Yeah.
JJ also does not fight on the back foot at all. So the question is, can his defense is more offense? But if JJ has to step back and throw that overhand right, and it lands, because it will land eventually, the question is, does it affect Tommy more than Jake Paul's punches? But I will warrant this. That's not the punch they see. They see the left hook.
I was going to say, yeah. You got to go forward with his punches.
You have to go forward, and you have to put Tommy on the back foot. And the one punch that Jake Paul landed in the fight with Tommy, that hurt Tommy, is the left hook. Because when Tommy throws combinations, he is not protecting himself. And that left hook lands. And I am willing to bet, because I've been picking, I think that JJ winning is a good thing here. I'm willing to bet that if KSI lands that left hook, it affects Tommy more than if Jake lands the left hook.
Yeah, I don't really remember KSI's left hook, but I feel like the left hook, or like your lead hook, is one of the things that you learn more as a technical boxer that you get better at.
It's what he knocked Temper out with.
Yeah, but Temper's different.
Temper is he's not going to be as heavy as Tommy was, but Temper's a lot taller than Tommy was, and has that long reach. I'm not comparing Temper and Tommy, by the way, at all. But I'm saying, like, JJ's used to fighting, or he's fought bigger guys in the past. Like Logan. He fought Logan, who's a lot bigger than him. The issue is that Tommy has a lot more skills than Logan does.
I think Jake Paul has more power just normally in his punches, but KSI, just his explosiveness and that speed he carries makes it more powerful. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if he's able to explode forward and hit him with the left hook, I think it will do more than when Jake Paul hit him with it.
I think that's the plan. I don't think Jake's game plan was to wait till Tommy throws and then throw the overhand right on top of it.
Yeah.
JJ's plan is, we're gonna meet in the center of the ring, and there's absolutely no fucking way that I'm ever shelling up and taking. You're going to hit me. It just is what it is. But I'm going to be throwing at the same time as you, and I'm going to land. And KSI, he's going to land. I know that JJ's going to land. The
Yeah.
question is, does it affect Tommy, who's going to be a lot bigger? There's no rehydration clause in this fight.
Yeah. The only problem with the way JJ fights is, though, if he is going forward and he gets clipped, it's a lot worse when you walk into a punch.
Yep. JJ is a lot more susceptible to damage.
So I think that's what makes this fight so exciting, though, is that I think one of them's going to get dropped, maybe even both, because of the way it will go out.
I don't think so.
You
I
don't
don't
think?
I don't think that Tommy hits hard enough to knock anybody
But
out.
that's what I'm saying. You don't need to hit hard, though, with KSI coming so forward so quick. You know what I mean? Because he'll be walking into the punch. He doesn't need to hit him hard.
Maybe. I think that Tommy either wins via unanimous decision or split victory, or KSI wins by knockout.
Yeah.
And I have to believe that JJ's team, Shoot Fighters London, which is an insane fucking camp, and great
I,
coaches, and they
I,
win all the time.
I saw that documentary, by the way.
It's crazy.
Well, the first 3 minutes, I saw that part.
It's insane. I have to believe, and they said in camp that they're putting professional undefeated boxers in JJ with a fucking money bonus to knock him out in sparring. I have to believe that that the confidence in him is warranted. Like JJ's confidence in himself is he should have confidence, but his coach's confidence.
I think he's confident, but I think he's also aware of he's going against Tommy. I think Tommy thinks it's going to be like Jake Paul. I don't think he's that worried about it.
I don't think Tommy's taking it seriously at all.
That's what I'm saying. I think KSI is. So there is that factor.
I mean, like they released one of Tommy's sparring partners posted a photo with him and Tommy and said last sparring session of Tommy's camp. And they were like, and then he just goes, happy to work with you or whatever. The guy who sparred Tommy was 3-1. JJ sparring 9-0 Idris Virgo. Derek Chisora. Fucking perfect real fighters in there. I have to believe there's a reason why. I have to. And like I get it, JJ doesn't have the experience that Tommy has, but I'm telling you, Tommy's a novice too. He's 9-0. You know, he fought a bunch of journeymen,
Yeah.
and whenever he fought Jake, he did against Jake exactly what I thought would have beaten Jake. But what Tommy, I don't think that beats JJ.
Yeah. It's going to be a good fight.
It's hard to tell, man. I don't know.
I just have a feeling, though, that KSI is going to get clipped at least once. I think he'll drop once.
The problem is if JJ gets knocked out in this fight,
I'm not saying knocked out, but I think he'll get dropped.
if he does, you don't make the Jake fight. It's over. It's
I'm
done.
not. If he just gets dropped in like the second round, but then loses in points at the end.
Yeah, maybe that's true. But if he gets knocked out, if he gets starched,
The way he goes forward so much, I don't think so.
maybe. I mean, and this is something to think about as well. The way JJ fights could be based on the opponents that he was against.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be more defensively sound in this one.
Well, against Joe Fournier, that was 2 rounds, right?
Yeah.
In the first round, he was actually really patient.
He was patient. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tommy's gonna come forward. Tommy fight has fought the same way since the dawn of Christ, since literally Christ was a child.
Yeah. This is gonna probably be the best crossover boxing fight, I think. Just based on the styles, skill level, and
I mean,
everything.
that's the thing though. I mean, it could literally either go, it could either be a complete domination or it's a dogfight from beginning to end.
Yeah, but
Because there's also that thing that you have to think about. If like their game plan is JJ's just gonna come forward and he's gonna literally they're gonna collide in the middle of the ring and one guy's gonna stop throwing and the other one isn't. Tommy can just jab. What if he just jabs his way to victory? He just
I don't think
he just
KSI
puts
will let that.
it. What if he just literally knocks JJ out of rhythm? Every time JJ gets ready to come forward,
But JJ's so quick. That's the difference between him and Jake. Why you can't do that.
and like everybody's asked JJ like months ago, like, hey, what do you like? Tommy's got that insane jab, and JJ keeps saying, yeah, but that means he can be countered
Yeah.
upon it. I think it's the left hook. I just I urge you today to go back and watch Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. And in round 6, Jake lands a left hook. It was the one really big shot that Jake landed that Tommy actually looked phased by. But I think that JJ sees, if I land that left hook, I'm knocking him out. If I land the same overhand right that Jake did, I'm knocking him out.
Yeah.
And I have to think that everybody who has literally sparred both of them and has said professional fighters, ranked fighters in the world, 41, ranked 42, ranked 41, like Vidal Riley, like
Yeah.
who has said, yo, no, he hits hard.
Well, he's just so explosive that he carries it with him.
I have to believe that they're not lying,
Yeah.
that he actually has that freak power.
Well,
But
another thing,
he has to land.
yeah,
And I
another
think
thing that makes KSI different than Jake is the stamina. KSI definitely will have the stamina advantage.
this is true, but at the same time, like we thought that Tommy was going to gas, and he
But
didn't.
yeah, but this will, like you said, this fight they're gonna come out throwing right away. I wish it was like a 10 round fight or 8 rounds at
I
least.
wish it was 8 rounds too. And it kind of sucks that it's 6. But with it being 6 rounds, that means it's round 1 starts, we're going.
Yeah,
There is no adjustment period. We're meeting here in
you
the
can't lose a
center
round.
of this ring and we are fighting. But I think JJ is like, I'll lose rounds, but I'm gonna get him. I will get him eventually. That's literally the debate. Because I know, well, the debate is if JJ gets it, the fuck because like everybody says it's gonna be like round 1 Tommy starches him. No, I don't think so.
No.
I think that's like I understand why people think that, but I also think people think that just
When they
because
say that, they think he'll hit him and like knock him down.
they say that because they think Tommy's a lot better than he actually is. Or they think he's better just because he beat Jake.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a good technical boxer for his record.
Well, he just looks like someone who's been around boxing his whole life.
Yeah. But he's not
No.
he's not like, you know, 40 ranked in the world.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not like that, you know. He's kind of like a high level amateur or a low level
Yeah.
pro. He's got technical ability. He throws combinations in bunches, which nobody in the scene does, but he gets landed on every fight. And I will say this, the people that he fought at a lower skill level than even Jake, some of those journeymen that he fought, Tommy fought exactly the same, and those guys landed on Tommy because they were coming forward. Jake or JJ, as far as experience and you know, skill level, will be on the same playing field of those guys. So I guess the question that needs to be asked is when JJ lands,
That's gonna be the fight.
does it do it?
Because if
Is
it
that
doesn't affect Tommy, then Tommy's gonna walk over him.
rough day? But he's gonna keep trying. I mean, he'll keep throwing it and he'll keep trying to land it, but it won't matter. If it doesn't do anything, it won't matter.
Yeah.
So that's the debate. But I have to believe that that confidence is warranted for some reason. I think they know something. That's all I'm gonna say. Because they're the type of gym that they're not putting him in that fight if he's not ready for it.
Yeah.
It's not like I pay you, we're gonna do this type of thing. That's not how boxing and fight gyms work.
Yeah.
How it works is the coach will tell you, yeah, we'll do that fight when you're ready to do that fight.
Well, because losing is such a big thing in boxing.
Yeah. And it makes the gym look bad if you go out there and get starched. So there you go. Big episode today.
Yeah.
Saturday is going to be fucking awesome.
I can't wait for that UFC event.
Yeah, so can I. UFC fight night. Oh my God. It's gonna be like I think it's gonna start at like 12. So it's like we'll be watching it from 12 to fucking like 5 or 6.
Really? I thought I looked it up and it said like 5:30, but
And it's in England, so
yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it said like 5:35 ET, which would be here
oh man.
4:35.
Yeah, I mean maybe it does. I don't know. Hold
I could be wrong.
on.
I like it better when they're earlier. Actually, I don't know about that.
I don't like it when it's earlier. I like it when it's
Yeah,
like nighttime and we like
I was
prep
gonna
for it
say,
all day. Yeah.
yeah, nighttime actually makes the
Makes it feel bigger. I don't know why.
yeah, it actually ruins it once in the day.
Yeah, but it goes on throughout the day, so by the time it's over, it'll be nighttime.
Huh.
Man, I'm nervous. By the way, it's an expensive fucking pay-per-view too. It's like $60.
Oh, well, we'll address that after this video.
Um,
Of how much I'll give you. Wink, wink. Just kidding. You guys know we fought over 44 cents. I would never.
to be fair, we have paid. I think we've paid for every KSI fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not kidding. I think we have. That's not.
Yeah, it's because it's on, but they're not that expensive so far.
This one is.
Yeah, but this one has everyone.
Yeah,
So
everyone. I wouldn't mind paying for this one. I don't care.
yeah, because it's like once a year.
Yeah, we'll pay for this one. And it's better than fucking going on Twitter and find I do think that we paid for every KSI fight. I swear to God, I think we have.
We pay for all the fights.
Not all of them. Not
Yeah,
UFC fight night.
those are free.
I know. It's because we don't pay for them. Start time 7 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let's go.
But I think that's the main card. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the prelims are gonna be at like noon. Oh my God, I can get it on PS5. Interesting.
And then I can go straight from that to watch the UFC. Let's go.
And UFC fight night. All right. Well, we can go ahead and wrap this one up here.
Yeah.
And yes, for everybody asking, we do not pirate our streams. We buy the fights. Chill. Some of the UFC fights where we just don't even watch.
Yeah.
But we're the dumb fucks who bought social gloves and
DAZN
and DAZN and fucking. I still have a DAZN subscription.
Oh wait, is this on DAZN?
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate. I hate that app.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that app sucks dick. So I mean, we'll buy it. It'll be fine. It's not that expensive. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking. Do not pirate your streams. Buy the fight.
Well, we're not gonna tell anyone what to do. They can do what they want.
Support the fighters. Support the car. Buy the fucking pay-per-view. Don't stream it. You cunts. Or if you do, send me the link. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So he did say that like not everybody's gonna get. He said the Mans Taylor. He said that people who are gonna pirate this one, they're gonna catch like 2 people, and they're gonna make fucking examples out of them, like hardcore sue them. Like, well, we always planned to buy this fight, but then I like watched him do that clip, and I was like, fuck, now I'm definitely buying it.
He would never sue us though. Like he wouldn't care. We would give him nothing.
Fuck, I'd text him. I'd be like, I got him on Twitter. I'd text him. I'd be like, hey,
We'll fight instead.
yeah. He liked my tweet the other day. I wished him a happy birthday. No, we'll buy it. We're gonna buy it. Buy your streams. Support the fucking cards. The biggest fucking. You can only make your first impression once. This is the biggest fucking. If they get a high pay-per-view rate, DAZN's gonna be like, fuck, we gotta do more of these, and they're just gonna pump it out. Do it. Buy it, you cunts. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking, where we talk nothing forever. Drop your predictions of the fights in the comments below. And next week we're just gonna be breaking down the Prime card. So 2 big episodes back to back.
Boom.
Boom. But anyways, my name is Ian Moore, my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love. Go KSI.
I think you're the one. Cause you're like a bonfire. You're warm like the sun. You kiss like the ocean. I think you're the one. See you in my horizon, a stream I feel riding. Cause you're like an island.